Morgan Freeman also played.
Morgan Freeman and Victus or something, right?
Nelson Mandela. I think that a South African actor should play that role.
That's what I think.
I think if you're talking about, I think a Jamaican actor should play Bob Marley, because I know damn well that there are tremendous numbers of people from those places that could play those roles. I also know the business, and the business is sometimes like, what's gonna get this made
and get the money back,
and what's gonna get the money back.
Yeah, I get
so
that.
I think as long as these conversations are had with a lot of things in mind, it's not wrong to have them. It's not wrong to ask, well, why aren't Black American actors being given those roles? As long as you deal with the reality.
But not tearing down the people who do get them, because that's what starts, that's some of the conversation.
I just really think that Black Americans, there's this real supreme hate of Black Americans. And I think that because there are plenty of Black Americans in acting school, I've been in acting school, there's plenty of Black Americans that do a lot of great work. And like I said, I like my British Black actors, I like my Caribbean Black actors, but I really think that there's this thing about Black Americans getting the butt of everybody's hate, where they go, I would rather, because to me,
I couldn't agree more. And I think that shows up in the arts very directly.
No doubt. And I think too, and I say this on stage, I go, it just sounds better when you're a Black man and going, hello, I thought that maybe, to me, I think it's just pleasing to them. When they hear, instead of hearing, so what I got to do with this, what do I got to do with this? So they hear that strong Black voice. Oh, damn, that makes me uncomfortable. It's like, when I was playing the part of the slave, is there something, I think they enjoy that because it feels whiter,
it feels
to white.
You're absolutely right. The proximity is different. It feels more elevated. It feels like you've gone to an actor when you get somebody that is from England, and as opposed to somebody who's from Tuscaloosa. So all of those things are things that, in my opinion, are definitely in there. But we only really, it's about the craft of having that conversation in a way that's not divisive
at all.
That's what you gotta do. But it's fair to ask.
Fair to ask.
It's fair to ask. It's fair to, it's
but
more
not
than
fair to attack.
I don't think we should attack the actors, but I think that
not at all.
But there's
it's the people that are running. I'm thinking from their perspective, going, I just like the way you sound.
And also, I will say this about the actors. Like, anybody that's playing a role like that, or anybody that's in that situation, go kill the role, do your best.
Hell yeah.
But like, understand that the question about representation doesn't stop at skin color. Representation is something that it's a very human feeling. So representation isn't just skin color. It doesn't mean that just anybody Black can play somebody Black. Because not all of our experiences are the same. So like, what I'm saying is, be there for the conversation. Hey, I'm a British guy. They got me playing Famous Amos. So like, the life story of Famous Amos. Like, just know that some people might be like, hey man, Famous Amos was from LA, and shouldn't you get somebody from down in, like, you know what I'm saying?
You got dams and interests.
You got hey man. And I think sometimes it's an attack by people, but that's just something we gonna ask, man. Do you think sometimes it's unfair?
I think the attack on the actors is unfair, because when you look at art, like, to me, and maybe because I come from a competitive background where it's just like, hey, the best person wins. Now, granted, I do understand, like, and that is part of it. Like, I'm sure, this person got drafted over me because maybe this person, that person knew the coach of this or whatever.
Well, but at least with sports, you put up the numbers. You go,
not always. I
don't know.
Yeah. I mean, because there's a lot of Black quarterbacks that will tell you, differently. You know what I mean?
So, that's a perfect.
Black quarterbacks.
But that's perfectly analogous. Right. So I want you to think about that. That's perfectly analogous. So for a long time, if you were a big, strong Black guy like Josh Allen, they moved you to H-back.
No, not Josh Allen. You talking?
No. I'm saying if you play like Josh Allen.
Oh, gotcha.
Let me say Josh Allen.
Tebow.
Right.
Like his wife might be. But if you play like Josh Allen, they took you, they made you into an H-back. They sometimes they put you on defense, like whatever. Black athletes had to break the mold in order to be considered for those roles. They had to prove that they could do. Warren Moon
Had to go to the CFL just to come back and prove it.
had to prove that they could do it. That wasn't real. That was in the heads of the decision makers.
Of the decision
they
makers.
thought that those guys couldn't perform in that way. Now you look up every other year, really every year, you got a black QB in the Super Bowl. It's going crazy. They thought that. Finally. So, I mean.
Look at Doug Williams.
Right.
Who broke records in the Super Bowl and they barely talk about it.
Right.
Broke all the records in the Super Bowl in one game. And I went to Illinois. Walked on the team. Went to Illinois. Was talking to my boy yesterday, Marlon. He was our safety, free safety. From Carson. He went to Carson High School.
Okay, Carson, yeah.
That was the first time I heard cuz, even though he's like, cuz. He's like, man, fuck that cuz. I'd be like, why you keep calling us cuz? Anyway, but he talented. Free safety. One day we're spring training. I'm a wide receiver. He's like, oh, yo, run a post, a long post. I said, all right, boom, I run, boom. Man, he threw the ball. I said,
Put one on you.
I go, Marlon, you threw that effortlessly. How come you're not like quarterback? He goes, they don't want quarterback in here, cuz. I was like, what? He goes, they turn us all into defensive guys. He pointed out a couple black dudes. And our guys, and we had the Jeff George at the time. And I go, Jeff George was on the team. Yeah, I know Jeff George. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Jeff George. I mean, that man had an
arm.
arm, man, his arm is insanity. His side,
2-cent brain, but
but his
$2 million
was
arm.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Even Frank Gifford complimented him on his arm.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, you got like 3 quarterbacks that were quarterbacks in high school that were, and Illinois did not want a black quarterback because they didn't want that. The quarterback was that was the smart position. Yeah. They couldn't see a black man being a quarterback. That's the same thing as with these actors. I think that's that same mentality of this, like, oh, the British, it seems like they can do that a little better. They seem more intelligent, which is bull. Yeah. Which is they're equally intelligent. You know what I'm saying?
Have the conversation with respect and love and understand.
No doubt.
That at this point, like we talked about earlier, black Americans, in my opinion, I'm not speaking for all the black Americans on this podcast, but I'll just speak for myself. What I want is reverence, respect, for my culture, for the culture of being a black American man. Right. I want the pageantry of that, the history of that, the sacrifice of that to be as meaningful as anybody else's. The colors that we paint, the things that we do, all of that.
Has to be.
Man, I come from jazz. I come from the Harlem Renaissance.
Blues.
I come from twerking.
Yeah.
We come from twerking.
No doubt.
It started over there.
Yes,
right? So so I like all of these things these are familiar.
No doubt.
These are cousins. I come from gumbo. Gumbo comes from Haiti and from Africa. I come from but I come from people who were able to take their circumstance and make it into something that's dominant and worldwide.
The respect has to be there. I want to take respect first because I see like a lot of Asia, I'm always online. So I see the Asian people rapping and da. I go, that's fine and all. Cause I do this thing where when I see these culture vulture videos, I put this emoji up.
Yeah.
And everyone laughs. Now it's a running joke. They go, oh, wait till Godfrey hears, and I put my emoji up like, and there's some Asian go, I'm like this. All right, but the respect doesn't equal the fun you're having. I'm like, black people aren't in a fucking amusement park. I mean, we're not an amusement park. You get on the ride when you want to, but then when some real goes down, everyone's quiet. When people are being hung, killed, raped, when black people are no one's saying shit, but play that beat again. I'm like, I'm sick of that. That's where it comes, but they go, why can't people share culture? I didn't say anybody can share culture. Quit deflecting. It's okay to do that, but you gotta have the respect. You can't say, let's get rid of these Mexicans, ICE, and then be a Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
Stop. Enough of that. Stop riding people's culture like it's a goddamn amusement park.
But just let you know, if you from Baton Rouge and you come from Baton Rouge and then you become the biggest reggae artist in the world, I'm gonna be like, you tripping. I'm gonna be like, if you from Baton Rouge and you become the biggest Afrobeat in the world, and Burna Boy and Wizkid can't get Burna Boy, one of my favorite artists in the world.
Yeah,
that's love. That's love.
Love
Yeah.
Burna Boy.
Right.
Yeah. When I say love, like that, when I was down in the pandemic, all I was listening to over and over and over again was Burna Boy.
Yeah.
Like having like visions of being like, I love it. That music does something to me.
Right on.
That's
Yeah.
That's an expression. Don't get me wrong. That music has a lot in common with hip hop and all of that stuff like that. There's an influence,
of course.
But the way that he is singing and all of that stuff like that, I don't want to hear somebody do Lady Smith Black Mambazo from where I'm from. I want to hear them sing it.
Right.
I just swallowed a bug.
But sorry
about that.
Yeah, I did.
We got a lot of those.
I did. But
It's an African
we in
podcast.
Africa. We in Africa.
It's African.
But what I'm saying is like that to me is I like being able to do that and experience differences within the diaspora, and I think it's important that's
New drop, it's in 154 collection, embroidered mass shirt. We got the soccer jerseys in.
Gold.
You can see it. Come on, you know what you gotta do. 154africa.com, go get it. Stop wasting time.
Look, 154, we all connected, baby, you already know. I'm talking 154, we bringing Africa around the whole globe. Ain't no place like home.